Yo, 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 baby, yo, baby, yo. I like that one. What's going on, people? Ox Life is back. I'm accompanied by Chains,
AKA Drip Daddy C today.
Drip Daddy C.
Nice.
Who
AKA
named you that?
Poppy Jugo, for those that know.
Poppy Jugo?
Poppy Jugo. That's new.
Wow,
Nice.
yo, you come with the haymakers out of nowhere sometimes, man.
That's why I'm so good.
But
yeah.
Anyway,
New
Cedrico.
cuts, I'm feeling that way.
I'm accompanied by Cedrico, aka Colombiana.
Colombiano. So disrespectful. Shout out to Zoe Saldana for the Colombiano movie. I love that movie and I love her. So that's that.
Yeah, and me.
Sunday Clean Q Dog.
Captain Pornhub at your
Mr.
service.
Marcus.
Stop
Stunt
calling
double.
yourself that,
I will
dude.
call it that.
Until you submit an actual submitting through Pornhub,
So I submitted.
don't call yourself that.
So I submitted.
That's what I
That's what
said.
you're saying.
That's what I said. I said what I
So
said.
let them know why we're here. What's going on today? What do we have? What's on the?
We
what's
are
on the-
here to
yeah.
debate yet another round of
Right.
TV shows that we have. And today we're going into the Big Willie style bracket.
Yeah. So we got the Elite Eight today.
Yep, we do have the
All
Elite
these
Eight today.
matchups.
So
Elite 8.
So we have Steve Harvey, which is the number 2 seed,
Yeah.
going up against
The Fresh Prince of
the
Bel Air.
Fresh Prince of Bel Air, which
Number
is the
one.
number 1
Yes, sir.
seed. That's the number 1 seed?
It's the number one seed.
And I
That's
was
the
just
number one
excited.
seed.
You just
I know.
gotta defend this to the
That's
grave.
Number one seed.
Yeah.
I actually
Mind
hope
you, we
they
wasn't able to
lose.
have the video for Fresh Prince last week. We had some technical difficulties, so I'm
Yeah.
excited that we get a new chance to kind of put on. So, yeah. So
You
we have
want
the
your
Fresh
visual,
Prince.
huh? If you had an opportunity to star on the show, would you?
Would you
I
take
mean-
Will's spot?
You can't. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Let's
Cedric.
let's stay on track here, guys. Let's stay on track here.
All right, so let's get right into it.
Oh wait, well we have 2 new criteria added
Yes,
this week,
actually,
this round. Let them
we
know.
do.
Let
We
them
do.
know
We
what the 2 new
have
criteria.
2 new criteria. It's impact on culture,
Yep.
and the next one is relevant societal issues.
Yep.
And we'll explain that once we get to it.
Mm-hmm.
But you already know what impact of culture means. So now let's get right into it.
Gotcha.
So Will Smith going up against Steve Harvey for star power. Who want to go first? Who want to take this bait?
Will Smith, iconic figure, accomplished.
At this time?
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
so. He was rapping before he got on the show. Around the same time he was on the show, gained a lot of notoriety there. Steve Harvey was a comedian at the time, one of the kings of comedy, of course. But Will Smith is he's not one-dimensional. He has more angles to him rather than Steve Harvey, who's just exhibiting one aspect of his career, which is comedy. So I'm going with Will Smith.
He is a comedian.
The
so.
bigger figure. Period.
So Will Smith over Steve Harvey for star
Correcto
power.
mundo.
Got you. What you got, Shane?
You
Same
know I
thing.
have. You know I have. I definitely have Will Smith. Just Will Smith's been more accomplished than Steve Harvey. I don't know anything that Steve Harvey's ever won, but I think last week I mentioned everything that Will did. Grammys, musical awards, world awards, which I didn't even know existed. But as Kid said, he has more dimensions. He can act. He's done stand-up. I'm not sure how good it was, but I know that was on his bucket list. He's done stand-up. He's rapped.
done stand-up or he
He
wanted
did
to
like
do
he did
stand-up?
a stand-up
Oh.
like
'Cause I thought
because
he
Dave
wanted-
Chappelle coached him to do it, and it was on his bucket list. So he's done that as well, and I feel like Steve Harvey throughout his entire career has just been funny. Like he's been a comedian, and even on like Family Feud, he's funny. That's it. That's just all that he knows. And I just feel like Will Smith as a character is just way better than Steve Harvey as Mr. Hightower in the show, Steve Harvey Show. So I got Will star power.
Steve Harvey over. No, I have Will Smith over Steve Harvey.
Why?
For the same exact reasons y'all said. He's a multi-talented person across the board. I think even if you was to remove any type of characters from the Fresh Prince of Bel Air at that time, he could still make the show spin a little bit. I think he's a very, like to say dramatic and animated person. He can bring a lot out of you in terms of him acting as well. I know he did have a couple acting debuts in the midst of his TV show. I just can't name the movies.
I mean, this is when he started doing Independence
Yeah.
Day. I think Men in Black. Well, Men in Black came after this, but I mean,
He
the
just
Fresh Prince
Animated
really
Estate.
spearheaded him.
Yeah,
That was a little later than that too. That was later on,
but he had so many opportunities and so many other platforms that was offered to him.
Yeah.
So I'm choosing Will Smith, even though I like Steve Harvey, but
yeah.
even though he snitched on all the men, but that's what it is. So I have so you have Will. So it's a clean sweep for star power.
Correct,
Yes,
though.
sir.
Got you. Supporting cast.
Yeah.
We have James Avery, who is Uncle Phil,
Russell
Alfonso, who's Carlton, Tatiana Ali,
Actually,
Ashley, Karen Parsons, who's Hillary, Joseph Marcel, who's Jeffrey, Janet Hubert, who's Aunt Viv,
Black Aunt Viv.
the Black Aunt Viv.
Right.
And then for supporting cast, we have,
Nah, you want to read that last part.
I sure the hell what.
Nah. That's it. That's it.
That's
yo.
it.
I got you. Yeah.
So for Steve Harvey and supporting cast, we have Marilyn Santana, who's Romeo, Wendy Robinson, who's Regina, Cedric the Entertainer, who said William Scott, who's Bullethead, and Terry Vaughn, who is Levita.
Yeah. I'll go first with this one. I got the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I think if you match them up side by side, Will Smith wins. I pick Uncle Phil over Romeo. I pick Carlton over Regina. I'd pick, what did I pick, Ashley? I wouldn't pick Ashley over Cedric the Entertainer, but if you match them up side by side, the only one that even has a chance is Cedric the Entertainer from the Steve Harvey Show. I like the supporting cast for Will Smith. Uncle Phil is like a legend. He may be the best dad, TV dad, with Bill Cosby being excluded.
Interesting.
With Bill Cosby being excluded, Uncle Phil's probably the best TV dad I think that we know of. So, yeah, I like the supporting cast for Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I mean, Jeffrey, I just feel like is an underrated character. Remember the digs he had for Uncle Phil and for everybody? It got to the point where he was living our lives, where he's just sick of the shit, like just going to work every day and just had enough, and he's just letting it fly. So,
But at some point in time during the show, his role kind of changed. He was also looked at as like an uncle figure or another male role model within the house, because he was somebody that they also came to talk to and able to sit down.
Not to mention, there were shows about Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Remember the time where he finds out he has a son? There's another show where they trick Jeffrey into thinking that he's a millionaire,
lottery,
and then he like let
Quit.
everybody
He was
at
going
that
crazy.
house have it. But I'm saying, like, I don't ever remember a show based on Regina or Cedric's stupid girlfriend. What was her name? I can't remember.
Levita?
Levita. Yeah.
I love Levita.
Yeah, but I don't ever remember there being
She's
a
animated.
show.
She's cool. She's cool.
I don't
like
ever
that character.
I don't ever remember there being a show based upon them. So again, I got Fresh Prince of Bel-Air supporting cast. I like them a lot better than I do Steve Harvey's. And then also stop picking Romeo because he died. Like, that's just it. There's nothing that he's done. He's been in no movie that's crazy. Like, I'm just tired of that argument being made. Like, he's not even that relevant. God rest his soul.
No,
He's
you
not
can't
that
say
relevant.
that to say
He's
God rest
not
his
that
soul
relevant.
after.
He was not that impactful as like an actor. So let's cut that out.
What, in that show? What are you talking
In
about?
that show,
Generally
he
speaking?
was.
Yeah, he was. He was one of the main, practically
Reoccurring
one of the
characters.
main
It doesn't
characters.
make him good.
I want to say main characters, but he was a character that was often referred to during his time.
He had hell of a lot of camera time and a hell of a
Yeah,
lot
he
of
was
scripts.
a reoccurring character on the show, but he's not impactful. Like, no one cares. Like, Carlton had the Carlton dance. What did Romeo ever have? What did Romeo ever have?
Yes, man.
What did Romeo ever have?
Goodness
What do we remember
gracious.
Romeo for?
Can you just let him like rest
Being
peacefully?
a
Yeah,
knucklehead.
I'm just letting y'all know.
He was being a knucklehead. I was trying to get it together.
That's what
And
Bullethead was.
and-
So they played
huh?
the same role. That's
Yeah.
what Bullethead was.
They was pretty much hand in hand. There was like aces.
So you
pretty
can
much in
say,
the show.
so you can make the argument that Bullethead's like an important character too, just like Merlin is,
What?
just like Romeo is.
Hey,
Why you gotta call him by his government name like that?
They're part of the supporting cast, ain't they? So they must have some type of significance inside the show.
Man, whatever.
There you go.
Let me just go and get my answer out there. I'm going with Will Smith as well. I'm only going with Will Smith is because each character on the show, they're in the spotlight even when Will Smith is there. If, like you said, even
Everyone
with them standing side by side with each other, the spotlight is there.
Yeah.
They always have a significant role in, I would say, almost every damn episode possible once the character is introduced. And I just think as a whole, it outweighs anything that the supporting cast has ever done besides Cedric the Entertainer.
Everybody had an episode.
Everybody had
Even
an
Hillary,
episode.
when the husband jumps off does bungee jumping and kills himself. Like everybody
It's crazy.
had an episode.
But I like the supporting cast for Will Smith for the fact that each person, like you could be able to tell like they were actually the supporting cast on the show, and they had their roles down to a T.
Right.
I mean, it don't feel like nothing was like scripted at certain times either with them. So.
And Ashley is a 2-time NAACP award winner.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So you mean to tell me, the Steve Harvey Show, black pupils guiding these kids for a better way of living to keep their lives on track?
But that's the same. You can do the same
I'd rather
argument
Uncle
for
Phil do that
Fresh Prince too.
than
I agree with you saying though.
So I'm
It's a more. I think Steve Harvey was a more. I don't want to say realistic type of thing, but when you're a high school student and you're surrounded by black teachers and everything of that nature, it's always kind of like a unified thing. Like they see something that you're doing stupid, they try to correct you on it in their own raunchy, crazy ways. You see what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying, though.
It's like you don't see that in real life, though. You don't see too many black teachers.
I do. I worked I went to a high school with predominantly black teachers. It was all. It was the same. It's the atmosphere.
I wish I went to that school because I did
That's
it.
why I had Dennis. I had Coach Wilson. I'm not gonna let you just do that.
Yeah.
Don't just sideswipe Dennis Wilson.
That-
Like, he ain't the goat
But
of Madison.
the only one though
The
out
goat.
of like
Goat
how many
Madison.
that should be there.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going with Fresh Prince on this.
Just made us yell at you for nothing.
Hey, that's got to shake the room.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just a unified front for the supporting cast. It seemed more of a family there versus individuals that came to partake in the show. Everybody's character meshed well. I feel like the family you seen on a show that was supposed to be a show family actually became a real family, and I'm pretty sure they all keep ties together till this day.
Something like that, not as tight as you think it is.
Yeah, probably not
Honestly.
as tight, but I'm pretty sure they still keeping somewhat of contact. All award winners in some form, all have notoriety today. You see their faces somewhere today. So, yeah, that's what I'm going with. Fresh
I think
Prince.
Carlton hasn't really done much.
Dancing with
You've
the
probably been in a
Stars.
few shows, Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, whatever.
Few reality shows.
Yeah, okay.
What's Romeo
Ellen
done? lately?
DeGeneres.
He's
Who? Romeo done.
well, Romeo's doing his laying dead. That's
What's
fucked up.
Romeo done
you know.
lately? Saying.
He's been mourned.
That's foul.
That's what
Saying.
that's bigger than anything that's going on.
Put some respect on it, because Uncle
We're
Phil's
gonna
lying
haunt the
too.
fuck out of you when you go home later.
Uncle Phil's
I'll be
gone
all
too.
right. I'll be
Huh?
all right.
Uncle Phil's gone too.
Yeah.
So that's two. That's two down.
Y'all are both going to hell, by the way, just to let y'all know.
I'm already there. Anyway, moving on.
Anyway, moving on, we're going to guest appearances.
Yeah.
For the Fresh Prince, we have DJ Jazzy Jeff. We had the big-headed Tyra Banks, who was Jackie Ames in the show. We have Nia Long. Garcelle, who was Sandra, Vanessa Williams, Vivica Fox, Cleo, Queen Latifah,
He's about to say
Naomi
Cleo.
Campbell, and Stacey Dash. Every time I seen
Yeah.
Queen Latifah, it's Cleo. It's Cleo. And then for guest appearances for Steve Harvey, we have Lady of Rage.
Pioneer.
Pioneer, hip hop for women.
Pioneer goat.
Hold
Facts.
on. These were Cedric's words. You
I
can't
know.
look at me when Cedric said this.
I'm keeping that same energy.
You have Lady of Rage. We have Keenan Thompson, Bianca Lawson, Kel Mitchell, Ron Isley, who is a GOAT, right? Because
Yeah.
y'all say I throw
Ron
that GOAT
Isley's
tag.
a goat.
He's
You
a
throw
GOAT.
it out a lot.
He's
yeah.
a GOAT. He's a GOAT. Brian McKnight, Christina Milian, Bow Wow.
Goat.
Who, Bow Wow?
All right.
Bow Wow GOAT?
Bow Wow. If
Pioneer
he was
for-
11 at the time,
For
then
young
yeah.
musicians.
Snoop
Pioneer.
Dogg, GOAT.
Overrated.
Boris Kojo, Megan Good, Busta Rhymes, and Jerry Springer. So based off of the people that's listed here, who's taking what for guest appearances?
So I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take everybody off like the Fresh Prince, like their guest appearances, and not even use them. There's Oprah, Don Cheadle, Jay Leno, Heavy D, Boyz II Men, and they alone beat anybody off of the Steve Harvey Show.
First of all, you're an asshole for doing that.
What?
How dare you excuse
What,
these
they-
beautiful
Like they
women.
have that
Are
many
you-
more people that
are
I
you
don't
go-
even have to use this one.
Are you gonna
Like-
really disrespect Ron Isley and Brian McKnight like that?
Yes, I am.
Well, more so Ron Isley. Brian McKnight, I can really care less.
I said Oprah, did I not?
I mean,
Oprah, she's a piece of shit too, but
Wow.
that's for another.
first and foremost, relax.
Wow.
No,
I'm not gonna let you
no,
do this
No,
to my Oprah.
no.
But if you still feel that way, there's
No.
Quincy Jones, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Ken Griffey Jr.
Why you gonna keep listing the other people?
I just don't even need to use the ones that we mentioned. Like, you just have so many more guest appearances than Steve Harvey, so I got
think,
Fresh Prince.
I think Steve Harvey made it work with his guest appearances.
You know,
I'm going with Will Smith, by the way. Yeah, Fresh Prince, they actually made
Yeah.
do with their guest
Mhm.
appearances on the show.
Mhm.
There was a few shows where Boyz II Men was on there. It was like a dream,
Yep.
and the cloud came in.
It was
and
fire.
It was fire. So I think their whole setup with who they bring on the show is
Yeah.
good. And,
Mhm.
you know, the directors and everything, the producers of the show, they make it work around
Yeah.
Will Smith, Carlton, and everybody else in the house. So
Everybody.
that's why I'm going with them.
Mhm.
I mean, for Steve Harvey, I feel like you can get these people to come anywhere. So
Right. I do want to note for the Steve Harvey Show, Snoop Dogg, he was on an episode with Puffy, and that was pretty funny.
Yeah,
They both came in together. They were trying to sample Steve Harvey's music, and they ended up doing a class where they was just talking about media nonsense and how they had put that beside them to make the bigger change, which is to give music to the people. So that was pretty fire. He's not listed on there, but Sean Puffy Combs is in there. So
P Diddy,
and he still lose. They
Puff
still lose.
Daddy.
They still lose.
You said they still lose
Still
even
lose
with
with
hey,
Puffy.
but wouldn't Puffy be like the haymaker though?
You would be, but then there's Oprah. I feel like Oprah's a bigger haymaker than Puffy. And if we're talking bank accounts, I think Oprah wins. So
You think so?
I know so.
Why you don't like Oprah?
She's a piece of shit.
Who you going with?
Fresh Prince. Anyway,
Is there anything that could make you change your mind?
Huh?
Is there anything that can make you change your mind from the Fresh Prince? of
You ain't
Bel-Air?
asked me that. I can change my mind right now.
I say, is there anything that can make him
Oh,
change his mind? What if I told you Donald Trump was on their show too?
Donald Trump's on the Fresh Prince. Yeah, I know he was,
So
but still no, because I feel like the names just outweigh.
there was
Steve
some names
Harvey.
that outweighed on the
What?
Jeffersons, and you picked whatever we were arguing. You picked against them because of Trump.
so you're
Trump's
not
on
going.
this one,
in a specific matchup here.
but they're still the same person.
I know.
And you said I'm not picking this one because Trump is here, and you wasn't
Correct.
respecting it. Solely off of Trump, you disregarded. I
We
think
have
the Jeffersons.
footage and audio of you saying this,
I
so
know.
be mindful
I'm
about what.
keeping that same energy.
You're
No, you're not keeping the
You
same
picked
energy
the
because
Fresh
you.
Still
Prince.
fuck Donald Trump, but I'm still picking Fresh Prince over Steve Harvey.
with Donald Trump being
Correct.
in there.
But
Okay.
it's still fuck Donald Trump though.
Okay.
Because it could be the same matchup next week, and I'm gonna keep that same energy I did last week, and I picked them.
It's not the
But
same
it's-
energy.
But it's what?
It's not the same energy though. You
The
said,
energy-
I'm
the
not
energy-
picking this
the
show
energy-
the energy that
because
you
of
have-
Donald
energy
Trump
is-
being a guest appearance on the Jeffersons.
The
The
main
he guest
ener-
appeared
the
on
main-
the Fresh Prince
the
of
main
Bel-Air.
You said it was
and you're
canceled
picking
because
them.
of Trump.
The main
So
energy
why-
is fuck Donald Trump, correct?
No. The
No,
main
no, no,
energy
no, no,
is
no, no.
I'm
You
not picking
canceled-
this show because of Donald Trump,
That's
and
what
yet
you
you're
said.
picking the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yes.
Even though Donald
With
Trump
Donald
was on
Trump.
it.
correct.
Okay.
You might be telling these people to vote for these damn TV shows, by the way, too. Since you taking words back and being
I'm not taking
hypocritical.
anything. How? What did I take back? I didn't take
Cancel the
nothing
whole
back.
TV show because of Trump, and you're not going to cancel the Fresh Prince because of him?
No, because it's the Fresh Prince, dude.
What does it
Fresh
mean,
Prince
dude? I don't understand.
Over over Steve Harvey. Like, come on.
You said Sherman
the
Hemsley
program.
was the GOAT with Marquise, and yet you picked against
Why does
him.
got to be turned to me right
I'm
now?
just remembering what you guys said.
Mhm.
So I just want to make sure I'm following up and we're being consistent. So you said Sherman Hemsley was the GOAT, and you picked against him because they had
Did say
Donald Trump
Sherman Hemsley
and
was
the show.
GOAT.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm for it.
No, you're not for it. Like, you hate it right now.
Just want to know. I just
Well,
want to
what point are you trying to make? Are you trying to make some type of point or something?
We just tried to make the point. You
What con-
canceled the TV
what
show because of
conclusion?
Trump. But whatever. The next one, we have sustainability, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have 148 episodes with the Fresh Prince.
Yep.
And 122 episodes with Steve Harvey. So clearly, if we playing a numbers game,
Are we? I don't know anymore.
we playing a numbers game.
Martin versus Good Times. Like Martin lost, but like we picked it because of Biggie Smalls. So are we playing a numbers game?
What you mean we?
Are we
I did.
playing a numbers game? Y'all picked Martin, even though he had one
What,
less
I
episode
told you
than
why
Good
I was,
Times.
I didn't. It
So
wasn't
are we
solely
playing
on
the numbers
Biggie.
game?
We
Is
playing
what
a
I'm
numbers.
asking.
We playing a numbers
I
game.
picked
Okay.
solely off Biggie.
We playing a numbers. So Fresh Prince got it with 148 episodes, right?
Yeah.
So what
Yeah,
you
yeah.
got?
Yeah, Fresh Prince.
And then how many seasons were they on for? What's that? 90?
5.
5.
For Steve Harvey. Might be more for. I mean, 5 for Fresh Prince. Might be more for Steve Harvey. And they still have
Yeah,
less?
but I feel like their season, they stretched it out. Like
I think their first season was only 13 episodes. Everything else was 22 after that. But yeah, I mean, they still fall short. So they might have had more years, and they still fell short on the numbers. So numbers game, sustainability. I got Fresh Prince.
Okay, I got Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince.
Moving on. Theme
Theme
song.
song. No question.
It's a no-brainer.
No question.
It's a memorable song. They play this shit at the fucking bars. Everybody and their grandmother sing it.
Yeah.
Steve Harvey, just acoustics playing, and him just standing there smiling with that fucking afro.
And
Mhm.
the beeper. That starts off everything. So, yeah.
That's it for that one.
Yep.
So one of our newer criterias. First one listed here is impact on culture.
Right.
So Fresh Prince being what it was, Will
Mhm.
Smith being who he is, and the supporting cast around him, the dynamic of the TV show, what type of impact did it have on the culture?
I think when you're talking about Fresh Prince, something that stands out is just fashion. I think Will became kind of like a fashion icon. Remember, he had his blazer that he went to the prep school with, and he turned it inside out. He just made goofy things look really cool. Also, sneakers. There's Jordans that have been released called like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Airs, and they have like no laces on them. So I think he affected the culture that way, just fashion-wise. So yeah, that's what I got. I got Fresh Prince. I don't think Steve Harvey did anything for the culture. Like I don't. What did the show do? Nothing.
You want to go, or you want me to go?
Sure. Fresh Prince on impact. I'm gonna go with the Carlton dance. Like that's been referred to a lot in that show. Some people actually do it in person. There's like videos on YouTube, motherfuckers doing it.
Yeah.
And he showed up on Dancing on the Stars in a few reality TV shows, talk shows, doing the dance as well. So
It's also on Fortnite, which is like
Fortnite,
the most
too.
popping game on earth.
Then he sued him for that dance?
Yeah, he did, and he lost. Well, he let the lawsuit go because it's just not happening. So, but he did. He put that lawsuit in.
So just on that alone,
Yeah.
Fresh.
So I don't think the Steve Harvey Show had a good impact on the culture. I feel like it just added to the culture. And you're probably going to hear me say this a whole lot more. Just because it is a black sitcom doesn't necessarily mean it made an impact on anything. It was just another black sitcom. That was funny.
Was it
That
good?
was funny, but it was a good TV show.
Okay.
But impactful wise, no. I just think the Fresh Prince holds a lot more weight because during that time frame they touched on a lot of different topics that impacted the culture. A lot of younger viewers looking onto the TV show, they witnessed a lot of different things. That's from sex, race, family-oriented things. It was just so much on it that was often referred to. So I'm choosing the Fresh Prince for impact on the culture.
You know how you know your show is popping culturally, when there's rap songs that reference your show.
Yeah, facts.
So I mean,
Facts.
you said it last week, the J. Cole
First things first.
homage to Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil.
I mean, what has anyone ever said about Steve Harvey?
Well,
I'm
to be
gonna make a
fair,
song about Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey has been referenced in battle rap. K-Shine has referenced Bullethead, has referenced La Vida, and yeah.
Is
They have been, but not on like a big platform.
I was gonna
is
say
what I'm saying.
K-Shine
Yeah.
and J. Cole might be a little different.
I mean,
There's
it's
magnitude
two
less.
separate worlds. We're talking about battle rap being like the main industry, but it all ties in together. But anyway,
And plus, handshakes was a thing that impacted the culture on here with Jazzy Jeff.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think once the handshakes was introduced, not saying that it wasn't happening before, but it just brought it to a bigger light, and it just went from there.
Yeah.
So for impact on culture, we all have
I have Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince. Last one,
Mm-hmm.
relevant societal issues.
Yep.
This means within a TV show itself, were there anything that can relate to the real world, that anything that you can relate to personally, anything that you can relate to, like, damn, that shit happened to me too, or that's going on right now. So based on these two shows, which TV show could you say had the most relevant societal issues?
I could say Steve Harvey with the school thing.
I can see why you say that.
I did go to Madison High. We did have McAfee as like the headmaster. We had a few others who actually cared for the students, especially being inner city kids that's coming from rough environments where, our parents may not be attentive, or people really around us can't really hold that type of comforting shelter around us. So I feel like when we went to school, we had those people that worked in those offices really bringing us aside whenever we got in trouble, or see somebody lashing out or fighting or whatever the case is. They would actually sit and talk rather than trying to punish them. And I seen a lot of that in the Steve Harvey Show. So for me, I felt like Steve Harvey, for me, were more relevant on societal issues in that aspect, school wise.
So
I feel more relatable to it. So I'm going with Steve Harvey on this one.
you look like Romeo too when he.
Fuck it.
Chain, you want to go? Or you want me to go?
You can go.
Go.
Yeah.
I understand solely where Cedrico is coming from in terms of the more, what's a good word to use, intimate setting, in terms of being one-on-one with the teachers in your school. Clearly you have the knuckleheads and everything of that nature. Clearly they kind of look up to you at a certain point when there's nobody else to talk to and stuff like that. But I've been there.
That's important rather than
it is important. I give it to you for that one. I give it to you for that
having
one.
a family where you have therapy there versus people coming from broken homes. You don't know what's going on at home, and you have people that actually care at a school.
Exactly.
That's really trying to guide you to a better path. So that's more relatable for me.
But the only thing that separates the Harvey Show from the Fresh Prince is the ideal wealthy family that he's staying with, where he actually changes his life around.
Yeah, right.
Because Will Smith was the knucklehead kid that comes into the family, and they're trying to accept him in, but his ways are too childish. He was immature. He just wanted to do whatever the hell he wanted to do. But the show actually touched on a lot of different things. Everybody knows the famous father episode. Everybody also knows the episode where I think Carlton had a gun on him. Something crazy happened. Even the pool hall scene and shit like that.
Yeah,
like
he went to the frat party and dude tried to call him a sellout.
But things like that I've seen firsthand. So I'm actually gonna go with Will Smith, even though the school setting is more relatable in a sense. But to actually see things like that and witness it in real life for the Will Smith, for the Fresh Prince, I'm going with the Fresh Prince. So who you going?
I've been Fresh Prince of Bel-Air for relevant societal issues. When I think about that topic in general, I think about like what episodes really stood out to me that talked about certain issues that were going on at a relevant point in time. And one of the things that came to mind, like obviously there's like the Uncle Phil father one. We can all pick that one. But one thing I was thinking of is the one where Will goes to a party, he gets drunk, he ends up at a cemetery, and they talk about drunk driving. That's something that I think that wasn't on the forefront at that time, and that's something that I really seen Will do that really put it in my mind as I was younger, like, hey, there's something to this. And so that really stood out to me. They were talking about just alcohol abuse and drunk driving. Steve Harvey, I think you talk about the character, like him being a black teacher, him being a caring black teacher in a black school, but I don't remember societal issues that came up that was like drunk driving or things that were on the forefront. And so with that being said, I'm leaning towards the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Got you. So I have Fresh Prince.
Sweep. I have it.
You.
I have Will Smith. but Steve Harvey on relevant societal issues. So
It's like 6-1.
6-1.
7 new criteria. Yeah, you have him 6-1. I have him 7-0. What do you have?
I have it 7-0.
On that side.
I didn't want to do it though, but I
Yeah.
had to really fucking think about this. So there you go. That wraps up this round with Fresh Prince versus the Steve Harvey Show. Just make sure you fucking watch the episode
And
Yeah.
fucking vote.
and vote.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Comment your pick.
Leave your comments. Talk some shit. Because
We
I'm
know
pretty
who's
sure.
looking.
Yeah, we do.
Shout
We
out
do.
to Telly B. I know she had put a comment about one of our Family Matters episodes talking about the theme song and how Ron Harper had done or composed that. So we're
Nice.
getting comments. People are starting to kind of
Yeah.
feed us
That's a good
information that we
comment.
need.
It's a
So,
good
yeah.
comment.
Shout out to
Thank you
Telly,
for the
appreciate that.
thank you for the information.
We'll be back.
We'll be back. That's Ox Life.
Gang.